everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, God, we're good. Okay, welcome back to No Gossip, Just Saying. I'm Jen, and today we are tackling the topic that everybody goes, oh, God, here we go.
And I'm Jodi, and that topic is dry January. It's an annual tradition where everyone swears off alcohol for 31 whole freaking days to reset, detox, and become their bestest selves.
Spoiler alert over here.
Yeah?
I'm absolutely, positively, 100% not doing it. So there's that. You'll have to pry my Chardonnay out of my dead, lifeless hands before I go dry January. Just saying.
And I'm a little more complicated about it. Like, I don't really drink that much anymore. I do enjoy it. But you know, dry January isn't really my biggest challenge.
Ooh, okay. You've piqued my curiosity. So what is your biggest challenge? Oh, great one over here. Tell me the way.
Well, it's SUGIR, girlfriend. And if we're going to talk about giving something up for January, sugar would probably be really challenging for me. A dry January feels slightly less relevant.
You realize that there's like umpteen amounts of sugar in my wine. So can we just like not count that though?
So
like, is that like,
sisters?
If it's liquid sugar, it doesn't count. It doesn't count. It's liquid sugar.
I mean, I think we've already sort of stated our case, but I could be wrong.
We have a lot to talk about today. The good, the bad, the ugly of dry January. Is it real talk? Is it truth? Or is it just a fable, gossip, a social trend, if you will? I hear around the OK Corral that the Hubs over there has done dry January in the past.
He has, and he was very successful. Well, he's done it once. Okay, you know.
And you guys are still married?
Currently. Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's dive into what is dry January. Where did it come from? Let's do a little history lesson, shall we?
Okay, so I'm laughing my ass off over here because imagine the irony of this. Okay, ready, everybody? So dry January started back in the UK.
Oh, don't those
in
people
2013.
Wait,
Come on, the Brits, right? You're telling me that they as a society said they weren't going to drink. Okay, sure, we'll buy it. Apparently, it's a public health campaign where people commit to zero alcohol for the entire month of January. No wine, no beer, no cocktails, nothing. Rubbish, I tell you. I do not believe it. But that's what it says.
I don't either. But I mean, a fact is likely a fact. And so those wonderful Brits in 2013 decided that they were going to jump
Crazy
into
asses.
31 days of complete abstinence. The idea is, though, that after all the holiday indulgence, think about the holiday train you just got off of on January 1st. And, you know, you want to give your body a break. And I think that was ultimately what they were thinking when they planned it.
Well, and now, I mean, millions of people do it, right?
Oh,
like somehow it's physical, it's mental. It's sort of like I'm going to go exhaust my brain with taking something away and basically starving my happy.
Yep.
Did I just say that? I did.
I think we need to coin that phrase. Should we coin that
Don't
phrase?
starve my happy, damn it.
Yeah.
I like it. Me too. I like it too.
Can we get that trademarked?
I think so. And I mean, I get the appeal. Do you?
Absolutely. After the Thanksgiving family party, which leads into the Christmas party bonanza,
leads into
the New Year's Eve.
And don't forget the post-Christmas, like lull of just, we don't know what day it is. We're just drinking like God knows what time.
Yeah, you're sideways.
We're sideways.
You're literally going sideways. You've overindulged. You're swearing off everything, including eating and drinking.
Yes.
So yeah.
We're not eating either. Wait.
Oh, no.
I thought we're skipping up alcohol. Wait, no, we're not eating.
That's a whole other meeting.
The serious question that we actually do need to ask everybody out there listening is that if you are doing that, is it effective? Have you done dry January? And if you have, has it worked? Or is it just another New Year's resolution that people abandon in February?
Yeah.
And I ask this rhetorically because I have plenty of friends that have done this. And they're like, oh my God, thank God it's February when I can drink my face off again. Like, what? Wait, what? Like, so why are we doing it, I guess, is my question.
Exactly. That's the best question. There's definitely a blurry line in between where it's like, I'm going to do dry January for my health, and I'm doing dry January because it's trending, and I feel like I should because I was a gluttonous creature all through December.
Exactly. It's really the resolution culture aspect, right? Okay. Are we really making a genuine health conscious decision? Or are we just doing, as I like to say, wellness theater? Hey, I'm already into theatrical fitness.
Of course she said it.
Wellness theater.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
No, exactly.
Right?
I think the distinction matters because if you're going to do it out of guilt or social pressure, you're probably not going to stick with it, right?
That's an obvious point, no?
Yeah.
I mean, if you are genuinely examining your relationship with alcohol to feel better physically, in my opinion, that's different than let's just jump on the dry January thing, right?
Yeah.
So let's break this down. You mentioned earlier that the Hubs has done this, and I think he did it last January.
Yep.
So do you think he did it in the camp of I genuinely wanted to examine my relationship with alcohol, or did he just say, I just got to cut it cold turkey, make my body feel better?
Well, I'm going to tell you, I think it was a little of both, honestly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. To be fair, the man likes a glass of bourbon every now and then.
Yep.
And who can blame him? He's got a high stress job. He's got a busy life. The holidays come. This is not uncommon for a lot of people.
Sure.
No matter who you are, you've got jobs, you've got kids, you've got life. And it doesn't mean that things are going badly. Things can be absolutely fabulous, but you start getting into a habit. You build a habit where you grab that glass of bourbon, that glass of wine, that habit of sitting down at the end of the day and relaxing and thinking that this is kind of, it's your bubba.
It's the habit and it's the head change.
It's your whoopee.
It's the whoopee. It's my wine whoopee.
It's
my wine whoopee.
My kids, I used to call it their Bubba Nai-Nai, and they would have their little Bubba Nai-Nai, and that was Woodobux. Anyway, so he would have his Bubba Nai-Nai, and he was getting into
his Bubba Nai-Nai. I love that Bubba Night-Nights are bourbon in this podcast.
Yeah.
Bubba Night-Nights are bourbon.
It's converted.
Well, we know how that's going in that household.
No longer.
No judgy over here. No judgy.
No. He would have this, drink before he went to bed. And then, of course, the holidays start to show up. So now there's
multiple.
More. Yeah, well, you start getting invited. Yeah, you're drinking at parties. You're drinking
social.
With friends.
Yes,
so now you're incorporating all of this new social life activity and your regular nightly bubba. And next thing you know, you're starting to think, holy shit.
Because you're not
what is going on here?
You're not trading the party drink for the bubba.
Right. And he was also
We're just adding.
He was also unhappy that he was gaining a few pounds.
Yep.
As we all kind of do this time of year, we, let our guard down. We start picking up the cookies. We start having the extra drinks.
Because they're good.
And you should. And you should enjoy the holidays, people.
Yes.
Answer to your question, yes, he's doing it for all the reasons. He was having this nightly nightcap. He was wanting to lose a few pounds. And here's the other thing. He also felt like he wasn't sleeping well. So he would wake up in the middle of the night more often than he used to. So he's like, you know what? January, dry January, everybody was talking about it. I think he had a bunch of work friends that were actually talking about it. And so I think it started with probably that kind of a group chat. And so you have that team mentality, that group mentality that kind of encourages you to try something. So he's like, well, why not? I'm going to try it. And I said, well, you should. I'm not going to join you on this journey, but I appreciate that you're going to do it.
Your journey.
I'm going to support you on your journey. Don't feel bad if I'm sitting here having a glass of wine while you're not. And he said, okay. And he did it and he stuck to it. Because in January, even though we weren't doing a whole bunch of things, we still had family dinners. We still had, evenings out, and he stuck to it. And plus, with his job, he's constantly traveling, as you know.
Yep.
And so he's on the road and you have business dinners. Imagine the pressure you're under. Now, I think most grownups try not to pressure, but think about it at those business dinners. It's like, have a glass of wine. Oh, have a bourbon with me. Relax. So there's a lot of pressure involved. Anyhow, so he literally got through that entire month, no problem. And I think he got to about February 2nd, and then he was very happy to have his first drink. Now, I will say the outcome of it, his results were, he was hoping to lose some weight. He really didn't. And he was like, what the hell? He was a little pissed off at that.
Yeah.
But So he didn't lose the weight, but his sleep improved immensely. So he was sleeping better through the night. He felt better about himself that he wasn't actually taking in all the alcohol in January. And I think he just felt better in general. It enhanced his workouts because he wasn't so tired having that bad sleep the night before. In general, I think it worked for him and he was happy to do it. Will he do it again this year? I think he might actually. I don't know if he hasn't really talked about it because he knows I don't join that train. But yeah, so the good side of it is you can get better sleep. You might lose a few pounds. Your energy might increase when you slow down all that partying. And I've heard other people say that their skin actually cleared up, like so their skin becomes more glowy and less.
Yeah, I mean, I can speak to that just from my past other life professionally. Is that being in dermatology, water is everything to skin. It's everything.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yes, you can put serums on, you can do all these things, but at the end of the day, the first thing that a skin expert, dermatologist or otherwise will tell you is, are you drinking enough water? And I mean, if you are already doing what we do every day, which is work out and train and teach people, you have to constantly be drinking water. Yeah. And when you are drinking alcohol and caffeine, might I add, I know those are like my two culprits. Those are both dehydrating liquids. But I do think though that it's best, and you hit the nail on the head about the Hub's experience last January when he did it, because he was doing it with people.
Yeah.
I mean, whether it's workout, which we talk about all the time, and we are going to be introducing that, especially this year going forward at the studio, is that working out with buddies, doing things with buddies is everything because it's accountability. It's also, I hate to say it, but like lamenting over and going, oh my God, this sucks. Oh my God. Because if somebody else says, me too, but hey, we got this, it's finding that commonality with somebody and getting you through it, right? It's if you're cutting out something, cutting out sugar, cutting out alcohol, whatever it is, that team mentality is about learning, not restricting.
Yep. Exactly. And so that's the ugly part of this. This is the negative stuff on dry January. If you're doing it alone, how are you going to hold yourself accountable? Now, some people will have the willpower to do it. Others will not, and they will fail. And then, so what happens? How are you going to respond then if day 14 comes along and you've been dry and you have a glass of wine because you couldn't resist? How are you going to feel? Are you going to feel like you failed completely? Unfortunately, that's what happens in a lot of cases. People will go, that's it. I failed. I suck. It's over. And they'll just go back to where they started instead of saying, I forgive myself and I'm going to now get back on that track and I'm going to continue the journey. And so what?
Well, I think also too, taking this in scaffolded chunks, whether you're dieting or whether you're making healthy improvements in your eating structure or you're not drinking, you got to scaffold, meaning you take it one bit at a time.
Yep.
Everybody says, I'm more successful when I hit a small goal because that small goal hits another small goal and another small goal. So for the January 15thers that are like, oh, shit the bed, I just drank a glass of wine. You know what? There's no trophy. There's no, here's my little cookie that I got. Here's my little trophy and my cookie all together. No, just say, okay, let's go back and see if we can get back to it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right?
Start over.
Small
Just
goals.
Keep going.
So I think to summarize what we're saying all about, hey, January sucks because it's dry. Here's the deal. If you are expecting perfection every single day, perfect. If you can do that, that's great. But more times than not, that really equals failure because you're setting yourself up to fail. Perfection does equal failure. It just does. It's not reality. Now, if you can get to the end of January and that's what your goal is because you want to reset, you want, all the health benefits that go, like that is absolutely meritable and keep going with it. But also don't do I failed, so therefore I'm just going to indulge and drink my face off.
Right. Exactly.
Like I did when I was in college.
Don't have to throw
Other
in the
episode.
full towel. But you know what? Decide why you're doing it, I guess, ultimately. Am I doing this just to have fun with a group of friends and we're trying to knock it out? Go for it. And if you fail, who cares?
I will tell you this. I have a very dear friend who says, I do dry January because it creeps up, right? I open a bottle of wine. I pour myself a glass of wine. And it's not like I say, okay, I've finished my cooking dinner glass of wine and then I don't drink anymore. And then I do my thing. It kind of seeps in, sips at a time. And then you're like, oh, I drank 2 glasses of wine. Oh,
Right.
I drank 3 glasses of wine. And look I'm not going to work because I'm on holiday or I'm on vacation or I'm doing. And so all of a sudden, the volume of alcohol creeps in. And all of a sudden, you ain't a cheap date anymore.
Yeah.
Let's be honest,
true.
right?
It's true.
So I think for her, I liked what she told me the other day. She said, you know what? For me, I do it because I need to go back to being a cheap date.
Mm-hmm.
Like I need to reset and say, you know what? Look, I'm just going to give everything some downtime. And if and when I do go back to it, I go back with a lot less volume in my body.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was a very logical, very mindful, very honest approach to dry January. Anybody out there? Can I get a what? Somebody out there? Give me a what?
We got
Somebody
one
drop
from
a comment and say a what?
Jesse.
Because I think that is the most honest dry January comment I've heard out of anybody's mouths.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of do that. Like, it's not really a dry January thing. And I kind of do that without thinking about it. Because it's like, I drank a lot in college.
Like we could feed a small country. Just kidding. Or we could get a small country drunk.
But now, like, are kind of to the point where it's like we can have 2
Couple drinks. Yeah.
and then it's like, okay,
Yeah,
we're
it's
back.
kind of like,
We
okay,
don't
and now
need
what?
any more than that,
Exactly.
which is nice because
And that's what happens.
Cheap, we don't,
We're cheap.
and like it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause we don't
be
need
a
to
cheap
get
date.
7
Right.
drinks.
It's
Yeah.
it's also
I don't
the-
need 7 drinks to have a head change.
It's also the nature of how you feel. Like, think about sometimes you go on a vacation and you go crazy on
Because you
vacation.
know you're on vacation, you can and you will. And so you're there and you do it.
Yeah, so it's almost that same ricochet effect where you go on vacation, you overindulge, you eat, you drink, you party, and then you're like, wow, I am not doing anything wrong for the next 26 days or 5 days
Whatever
or
it is,
this
yep.
week, or Lord help me, I can't eat another piece of cake or have another drink. So I think it's almost just the rebound of all those holidays coming
Yes.
into effect. My take on the whole thing, and we sort of alluded to it at the beginning, was I'm not really that big a drinker personally. So when dry January came up, I was kind of like, okay, I mean, no problem. I can do it. I can jump on the train.
Right.
But then I started thinking more into it and going, well, but why? Why would I jump on the train? And why do I care? Because I really don't drink that much. And I can easily go a week without having a glass of wine. And then I can just have one at dinner on Saturday night. So if all of a sudden you tell me, well, first of all, I don't like being told what to do.
No. And if you tell me that I can't have
Even if
something,
I
I
tell-
want it more.
Right.
I want it more, Daddy.
It's the devil in the details.
Veruca.
And then the devil comes out and says, you're going to have it now. Anyways.
That was amazing. Can I have some more of that, please?
Yeah, so
Proceed.
basically, I just don't like being told what to do, even if it's me that's telling me what to do. Sometimes I'm like, no, whatever. I'm not gonna.
Yes.
Yeah, those conversations actually happen with me, to me. So if I decide to give myself a rule, I'm gonna break that bitch. I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna smash it. I'm gonna break it. So first of all, just putting that restriction on myself is just gonna make it more tempting, more delicious. And instead, I would just go ahead and live my life in moderation the way I would rather do it. So, and then do they jump right back on it in February, or they just not desire it anymore? I'm not sure.
I think that if you restrict after a certain
crave
amount
it
of
more?
time, you're going to crave it more. But I think your body's going to technically go through withdrawals, and then it's going to get used to not having that
Yeah,
anymore.
that's true.
So then when you go back to it, it's like the story that I told about the friend who said, I'm going to reset because I'm going to
Okay.
basically bring my tolerance down.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? It's
And how can you not,
resetting,
right?
right?
Yeah.
It's bringing your tolerance back down. So it's
Okay.
not necessarily saying I'm not going to drink to go, put myself through shame and horror and all the mental, drips and drabs of, oh God, I don't get alcohol anymore. It's you're telling your body, okay, you're not having it anymore, at least for a little bit.
Yeah.
We're resetting, and that's fine. Now, you said something really important to me just now about moderation. I think that going into 2026, my key word that I'm already living, but I'm just putting some guidelines and some guardrails up around is moderation. That's really the best thing that my body, my world, my personal, professional life, all of it, like it works the best and it works most harmonious just in moderation. Really, if it's a lifestyle change and a choice that you're making, listen, again, I think the takeaways are you don't get a trophy for finishing dry January. Only you know if you need a reset, and that's okay. For me, I teach a dozen, if not more, fitness classes like a psycho. Yes, thank you very much. That's the love of my life. It's my dirty little cocktail affair. That's my cocktail is fitness, darling. So you know what? In all seriousness, when I want that glass of Chardonnay, yes, I'm a Chardonnay whore. I can't help myself.
You are, and I got to tell you, in January, it's also playoff season, and I'm just saying, when the Bills are playing in January, well, I mean, when they're playing at any time, but when it's playoff season, I kind of need a drink, and it's usually got vodka. It's usually got a tahini rim, and it's usually
tahini rim comes out every time.
Yeah, or that could be the tequila. I mean, there's just choices that I make during a Bills game, and it usually involves a drink because they create a high level of stress in my world.
Well, besides the fact that you are the most diehard Bills fan, and I applaud that. I do. I applaud that, and I love it, and I love that for you. And I join in. I love me some Josh Allen. I do.
Well, who doesn't?
I know, right? Come on. But in all seriousness, I really have a hard time with dry, let's pick the month, January.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Like, we just came off of all the holidays. Pick one. It's like
January's
been like a
drying up.
bazillion in 3 months.
Yeah.
And then we just have cold. You mentioned dry skin, because I think I'm making my point. Dry hair,
nails,
dry everything, and cold. And like, we don't even have any exciting holiday. I mean, we do have MLK.
Nothing.
But we get no trees. We get no costumes. We get no firecrackers. We don't get like fun like turkey things. We don't. I don't get a pool party. And so therefore, let's take away alcohol too? Like, what?
Just cruel.
Yeah.
How to say cookies. I don't.
Right. Which goes back to the circular conversation of sugar. So listen, people, you do you. I think we say that on a lot of podcasts because we are not all carbon copy cookie cutters of each other. We're just not. We all need different things. We think similarly and very differently. Our bodies all need slightly different things. We all know we all need a shit ton of water, and we all don't drink enough of it.
It's true.
That's pretty much universal.
Yeah. And honestly, if you do decide to do dry January, I think the best advice we can give them is find a buddy.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to be leaning into in the month of January.
And
Danz
learn.
Insanity
And
Studios.
learn, don't restrict.
Exactly.
Learn, don't restrict. That's a really, really good motto.
So try and find a buddy to support you. Find a group of people who want to jump on the wagon and do the same thing as you. And if you don't want to do it, just don't do it. Just do you. Be you.
Do you, but think about this. Think about yourself and think about being selfish in your wellness and your health.
Yep.
That may include some alcohol, not. Most healthcare providers will tell you alcohol isn't great for you. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't be doing that. We all know that. Okay. Yep. Like it's about the choices you make and not being perfect. Remember, perfection equals failure more times than not. Right? So you're trying to do the best you can.
Yep. Set realistic expectations. And be kind to yourself. It's a new year. It's going to be maybe not the best year, and maybe it will be the best year. It doesn't matter. Just go into it with a nice, fresh smile, a good start, and try to do the best for yourself. And if you fall down, pick yourself back up or lean into friends who can help you there. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to try things and fail. and just live your life in the best way that you can. 2026 is going to be a big year. I think it's going to be a big year for Danz Insanity Studios. It's going to be entering the first year of being open for business.
Isn't that crazy?
And it's doing so well. It's just rocketing. People are flocking in droves.
They are.
We have, and I mean flocking. No, they're dancing, they're pirouetting, they're twirling, they're
tramping, jumping, tramping, barring.
BYO pom-poms, basically.
Pom.
Yeah. I was trying to find a way to say that, but it didn't work.
Don't worry, we have them at the studio. You don't have to bring your own.
Yeah, you do not.
But I think that 2026 is about having some honesty in your humor and being okay with yourself and realizing that you're not perfect. You're only human. Don't avoid mistakes. Don't avoid the pitfalls of, oh my God, I'm not perfect. And just walk a little lighter. Take it easy. Thank you, Eagles. Yeah, this is why I dance and don't sing. All right. Well, I think that's a wrap on this episode of No Gossip, Just Saying. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Make sure to hit follow and subscribe. And if you love today's episode, leave us a comment on YouTube or drop us a 5-star review on whatever platform you're listening to.
So until next time, no gossip.
Just saying.